Hello, I'm Fintan Gillespie. I'm Industry Head at Google, and welcome to the Visium Spotlight series. Certainly our own business is now very much a mobile-first business. The majority of our platforms now have more mobile usage than they do desktop, in particular search and YouTube, which we've passed dozen points on globally. So generally speaking, one of the focus areas for us is certainly around access. So access to the internet and access to devices that can access the internet. So we have amazing projects from Loon, which is trying to put the internet into places in the world that just don't have access to the internet, to Android, our Android One project, which has the goal of producing and scaling sub $100 phones in emerging markets. And these are markets that are lighting up mobile first. They've never had a desktop computer in the corner of a room in a house. They are moving straight to 5G. They're doing mobile payments already, and they're starting to access the web in ways we hadn't seen in the past. So your audience is now global. They're accessing via smartphone. You need to think about making sure that you have a strategy to encapsulate all of them. And looking at the future of sort of mobile and connectivity, we're going to come into 2018 now. We're going to start seeing the first 5G licenses being sold in the world, and that's going to be really interesting development because you're going to have super fast broadband on every mobile device for the first time. So that the opportunities there are so interesting in terms of the speed of the mobile web, in terms of streaming HD or even 4K content to your mobile device when you're on the bus on the way to work, in terms of the capabilities for VR, and we're even seeing experimentations in VR around live VR. What are the implications there for live sports, for example? So already seeing wearable tech influencing voice search. We think about the mobile as essentially the first iteration of wearable tech. People are searching far more by voice on mobile than they did on desktop previously. And we have research in the US which shows that young people in particular are searching on average twice a day by voice, which is really encouraging to see when you look to the youth. I think the great thing about voice search is that it can be modal, so we can bring Google Search now to the watch, which is enabled for voice search. We can also bring it to Android Auto, which is a new version of Android, completely optimized for a hands-free, voice-activated experience, to Android at Home, which will be powering some TVs in the future as well, again, all powered by voice.